Are you a complete beginner to Dota 2 or MOBAs in general? Perhaps you've played League of Legends or Heroes of Newerth and want to give Dota 2 a try. Or maybe you've been playing Dota 2 for years and still have no idea what you're doing. Then join in, because you've all come to the right place. Once you've finished watching this video and the remainder in this series, I'm sure you will have more of an understanding of Dota than you do right now, and will probably actually find some enjoyment in your games, rather than just getting stomped and immediately uninstalling. Now, I might not be the most qualified to teach you everything you might need to know about Dota, but still, I'm a 4K ancient player who thinks he's the best and knows everything about Dota, and I have no doubt in my mind that you will be the next Ana once you've finished watching. Now, before we dive in any further, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload more Dota content. It is imperative that you do this so you can watch the next video in the series once it's out. Also, I'm pretty sure that there's an automatic increase in skill and intelligence if you subscribe. Please note that resulting increases in skill and intelligence may vary. Now, obviously Dota 2 is an amazing game, but it can be really overwhelming when first starting out. I remember when I first played the original Dota, I really had no clue what I was doing. Between the crazy number of heroes, items, abilities, game mechanics, and the 1,000 or so keys you need to press every game, it is no wonder that people get confused and frustrated with this game. But lucky you've got me, making the series, explaining the basics, plus some hidden secrets that only a seasoned player would know about. I wish I could go back in time and give myself this series, but anyway, there's so much to get through for Dota, which is why, to make this easier for you guys, I'm going to be breaking this up into a number of videos that will cover a separate topic. Each topic will cover a number of related aspects or mechanics in Dota. Just remember that this is the ultimate beginner's guide. I will teach you what you need to know in order to get started and have a good understanding of most things, but I will not go into too much depth on everything because, as beginners, you really just need to know and understand the basics before learning anything too advanced. I don't want you getting too confused just yet, there's still plenty of time for that. Now, as I mentioned, this series will have multiple videos and will cover multiple topics. Wait, did I say that already? I actually forgot. Anyway, the topics and videos will be history and overview, the interface, hero controls, the map, items, warding and vision, leveling up and skill points, hero stats, status effects, game stages, and finally, hero customization. Because everyone loves cosmetics, right? Now, I thought we would start with a brief history of the game up to this point, to give you some kind of idea where this game was born and how it has grown to be what it is today. Now, if you don't care, then just go ahead and jump to 427. Wow, you're actually still here. I didn't think anyone would stay for this. Okay, well, you guys get an A+ and some bonus MMR. Anyway, Dota 2 stands for Defense of the Ancients 2, because it is the second one. The first one was actually a modified map created for Warcraft 3, which was called Dota All-Stars, and is where quite a bit of the lore of Dota 2 is derived from. This map was first released in 2004, and development of the map was soon passed over to iceberg, who is still somewhat in charge of the development and balance patches that are released even to today. In 2009, Valve approached iceberg to discuss the development of Dota 2 and shortly after announced the first annual International Dota 2 tournament, ironically called the International, which had a huge at the time grand prize of $1 million. The first release of Dota 2 was basically a copy of Dota All-Stars with heroes directly ported across. Over time, the game has been updated and improved on and has even had some of the core gameplay mechanics reworked to make the game and viewing experience more interesting. Fast forward to today and we've just concluded the 9th international tournament where the total prize pool was enormously large at over $34 million. Now, if you're trying to decide between playing League of Legends or Dota, or any other MOBA, then choose Dota because it's got bigger prize pools and also it's better. You can trust me on this. No, seriously guys, my opinion is completely 100% not biased. Let me know in the poll at the top right which one you think is better. And don't worry, it's completely anonymous, so I can't expose you if you like something more than Dota. That being said, I'm not an asshole and you're allowed to have your own opinion anyway, even if it's wrong. History lesson over, let's jump into the overview. Cool, so if you haven't already worked it out, the aim in Defense of the Ancients 2 is to defend the Ancients. Now there's two teams in Dota, and each team has their own ancient to defend. How do you know which ancient is yours, I hear you ask? Well, as I said, there are two teams in Dota. The Radiant side, whose base and ancient is found in the bottom left of the map, and the Dire side, whose base and ancient are at the top right of the map. Similar to other MOBAs, Dota features a map with 3 main paths, which are called lanes and are typically referred to as top lane, middle lane, and bottom lane. The map also contains a jungle area on each side of the map with neutral creeps, and also one badass boss area where the mighty Roshan awaits anyone who might challenge him. There are some other important aspects of the map that you'll need to know, but they will be covered in one of the future videos. On this map, each team will battle it out in order to keep your ancient alive, while simultaneously seeking to destroy the opposing team's ancient. This is how you win a game of Dota, but getting here isn't as simple as walking over there and attacking it. You really didn't think it would be that easy, did you? Not a chance. In order to expose the ancient and make it vulnerable, you must first destroy the towers which are defending it. There are 2 towers in each lane outside of the base, 1 tower in each lane inside the base, and finally 2 more towers right in front of the ancient, which must be destroyed before you can win the game. As you get closer to the ancient, the towers get stronger, with the final 2 being the strongest of them all. There are also a bunch of ancillary buildings in the base, most of which do nothing except for the 2 directly behind the lane towers. These are called the ranged barracks and the melee barracks. Commonly shortened to racks, destroying the barracks in any of the lanes will upgrade the strength of the creeps that spawn in that lane. If you destroy the ranged racks, your ranged creeps will be stronger, and if you destroy the melee racks, your melee creeps will be stronger. But Blake, I don't want to play a game with creeps. They're creepy. Well, not to worry my friend, most of the Dota community is actually okay and not creepy at all, but that's not what I'm talking about. Every 30 seconds, computer-controlled characters called creeps spawn at the edge of each base, in each of the 3 lanes, and start moving down the lanes. These creeps cannot be controlled but will follow the path of the lane and attack the opposing team's creeps, buildings, and heroes, but they can also attack neutral creeps if somehow they find their way to them. The creeps are important to you as a hero, because killing creeps grants you gold for items, as well as experience, which contributes towards leveling up your hero and making you more powerful. Now, again, these are all topics on their own and will be covered in more detail in another video. Now that I've given you most of the overview, you still might be left wondering, what part and what role do I play in this vast battle for the defense of the ancients? And that's a fair question. 2,500 hours in, and sometimes I'm still trying to figure this out. Anyway, each team is made up of 5 heroes, picked from the pool of 117 different heroes, one of which will be you and the hero that you control. Each hero in the match is unique, meaning that the same hero can't be selected by other players once it has been taken. The heroes themselves have their own set of unique abilities, spells, stats, and strengths and weaknesses, making them more or less suitable for specific roles or playstyles in the game. This is where strategy starts to factor in, as you will want to build your team lineup to have a bit of variety in the skills, the type of role they might fulfill, and you'll probably want to consider how they might work together or even counter the enemy hero selections. I think for now that's good enough for an overview, and hopefully I've not overwhelmed you just yet. There's still plenty of time for that to happen in our next topic, the interface, but you'll have to wait until the next video in the series to learn about that. So what are you waiting for? Go download Dota from Steam, fire it up for the first time, and jump straight into a game. Before you do that though, maybe you'll want to check out my series on the best and easiest heroes to play for beginners. These videos will take you through a short overview on the skills of those heroes and give you a few tips on how to play them. I've got heaps of other Dota content and more to come in this series, so don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. That way the YouTube system will send you a notification to let you know my next video is uploaded and ready to watch. There's also the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that one too, because I'm the teacher and I told you to. Awesome. You guys are all champions. No, I mean heroes. This is Dota after all. Bloody League players.